Good morning and welcome to Deadline Press Agency's roundup of today's news in the Scottish press. I'm Oliver Faramond.
And I'm Roy Reynolds. This is Thursday, October the 15th.
Let's start with the Daily Record. On the front page of the Daily Record today is a story that's on the front of a few newspapers. Leona Lewis was thumped in the face while doing a book signing in London.
That's right, a crazed fan hit the X Factor winner while screaming, "I love you." He was arrested by police, and Leona Lewis cancelled the signing afterwards.
And on page 5 of the Daily Record, a story about the outrage in Poland after the story that was on the front page of the newspaper yesterday, where two men raped a woman in Edinburgh for 8 hours, and their home country of Poland has expressed, the media there has expressed outrage, saying that they have brought shame on Poland around the world.
Front page of the Scottish Daily Mirror today, Leona Lewis on the front page as well, same headline, Leona hit by a mad fan. On page 4 and 5 today, there is a spread on the number of soldiers killed while MPs were on the summer recess. Very, very strong-worded stuff from the Mirror here.
This follows Gordon Brown's sombre reading out of the names in the first parliamentary session since the recess yesterday.
On the Daily Star of Scotland today, the front page is a shock attack by Peter Andre on cage fighter Alex Reid. Their headline today, quite striking: "You'll have your legs broken, you fag tranny."
And on page 7 of the Daily Star of Scotland today, a follow-up from the Stephen Gately story that was big news earlier this week, which is that he smoked dope just hours before he died, and the drug showed up in his urine. And on the front page of the Scottish Daily Mail today is a story about Labour's equal rights laws, which are apparently harming women in the workplace. A deputy chairman of a large city firm has said that maternity leave and sex discrimination payouts could backfire on women.
The Scottish Sun today, front page, a tycoon who's worth £400 million now is penniless, and his wife has been left nothing in the divorce. Dundee-born Scott Young was friends with high-profile millionaires such as Tom Farmer and the head of Topshop, Sir Philip Green, but he is now penniless.
And on page 6 of the Scottish Sun, this follows a story in the Record yesterday saying that John Smeaton had dropped out of the Glasgow North East by-election race, but on page 6 of the Sun we can see here that he's back in the game. He has vowed that there is no chance he's quitting the key by-election race, which I think is good news for the campaign.
Front page of the Scotsman today, 500 extra troops are to be sent to Afghanistan, according to the Prime Minister, but just highlighting here that he's only agreed in principle, and there is no move yet for immediate deployments.
And on page 2 of the Scotsman, the Diageo AGM was attended by a large number of protesters, accusing them of corporate greed. This is the planned closure of 2 plants, one in Kilmarnock and one in Glasgow, which should leave almost 1,000 workers without jobs.
Story on page 8 of the Scotsman today. A Scottish Government report has shown that 1 in 5 Scottish households are now jobless. This also comes as statistics are showing that Scotland is catching up with the rest of the UK in terms of unemployment. Unemployment in the UK is just hovering under 2.5 million at the moment. Front page of the Times today, and just briefly, bonuses are expected to go up after the UK markets are stabilising. Also on page 3, Salmond is to step back from the Glasgow North East by-election. Apparently his proximity to the by-election was partly to blame for the Glenrothes defeat last year. Page 11 of the Telegraph today. Yesterday we were speaking about Scottish Enterprise. There's a comment from their political editor Alan Cochrane here, highlighting how the Quangle's budget has gone from 600 million a few years ago down to 300 million pounds. This, however, hasn't meant that the chief executive's salary is still the same, which stands at £200,000 and more than the Prime Minister earns. Front page of the Herald today, and the brother and sister who own the £500 million Stagecoach empire have lost £18 million to a rogue city trader.
Stagecoach, of course, based in Glasgow.
Just opposite that, on page 3, there's a picture of Tom Jones from his performance last night at the SECC. He appeared with silver hair and a silver beard.
Got a 3-star review as well. Thanks very much for listening. That was today's roundup of the top stories in the Scottish press.
Do join us tomorrow morning.